Wait, I need to put it this way too. There we go.
Oh, we're live. We're live. Welcome, everybody, to the chat with Sister Cheryl and Dusty Soda Dispenser. Welcome, everybody.
Aaron, welcome. This is the live stream. Welcome to midnight. What the hell is this? We're getting Brother Dusty to 500. I think we already did, apparently. Thank you, Cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac just subbed. I don't know if you subbed to me or to him, but either one, thank you.
Welcome, everybody.
Good evening. Nerman, good evening. Cul-de-sac, Secrepitus, the Journey 2020.
All shout.
Who left you alone? We've got someone left alone. That's not good. We need to send backup.
What do we got?
They've left me alone. It's the other streamers getting called on. Someone's on their own. Oh dear. Okay, Brother Dustin. So I think we need a little explanation from you.
I'm just coming through with my spiritual feelings. Oh my God, look, it's another.
You keep getting attacked by the Satan. See, this is the problem with living in clean water.
There's your cans. Quick, we need some cans.
Oh my God, wait, hold on. Where's my cans? See, I got all tidied up and here you are, brother. Here you are.
Oh, cans. Ask me some questions. I need those questions.
Do you have an innie or an outie belly button?
It's a medium. But my beer belly has made it popped. Okay.
Well, that was a longer answer than I anticipated.
All right, Sister Cheryl. I would like to talk about our ceremonial headdresses. Okay.
Yes, ceremonial headdresses.
I've had this one here, and this one's one of my favorites right here. This one I got. I want to say this was custom made for me by
is it Egyptian cotton?
Home and Decor. This one right here. This one here, custom made. I just had to go to the Wally World and pick it up, but there it is, my custom made.
Good.
All right. So I'm going to pull out some old ones now. Now this is another.
You have an array of headwear.
Yes, I do. I do.
Fashion show. Why not? Let's do it.
One of the where I got again. It was custom made by Home and Decor. This one.
Oh, that has a pattern on it.
This one I had to go again to the Walmart and pick it up.
Is it runes?
There you go. But this one's an extra big one. I think this one here is for a king size person right here.
Oh, okay. For a bigger head.
Yeah, so this is for a big head.
Very nice. I like the way that one fits. It has more of a flow. Yes, that's very nice. I like the regular microfiber.
I have this one here. Now, this one here was personally stitched by Martha Stewart. Martha gave me this one here.
Oh, you fancy.
She's personally stitched that one on for me there. So when I have go out for gatherings and whatnot, this is the one I wear on my formal night.
Beautiful. For your spiritual excursions.
This is my formal one. And then
very nice.
I got my, this is part of my, this is more of my backup here. Oh, got to get it unfolded now. I got to have it right because you're supposed to fold up these formal wears on a nice even.
You've been watching too much Martha Stewart, how to fold things.
Yeah, watching that.
See that? There you are. Now you're coordinated fully with the room. You're like
this
your
one
camera.
Goes with this one here. What? It's on this shoulder.
It's like if it weren't for your glasses, we couldn't see you. You are camouflaged.
So anyway, yes. So this one here, this is my normal.
You look like a Jedi. You look like a Grateful Dead Jedi.
This one here, somebody made this one here for me anyway.
Very spiritual. Very spiritual. As we know, the tie-dye is very spiritual American color. Oh, okay. Now that
All right.
one has a definite pattern to it.
Oh, I have
Yeah, I'm
my.
not getting monetized now.
We have to have a prayer, sister.
Yes, we have to have a prayer. We have to have a prayer. Well, we just do the meditation, and that releases all excessive energies that are not required anymore from the day. So everyone all together, if you will join us, we're going to do the midnight meditation, and don't wake up your neighbors. If you have to yell quietly, yell quietly. Now, I live in a retirement community. Everyone here is in bed at 8 o'clock, and they're all deaf. So I can scream as much as I want. Are we ready, people?
I
Get your
am. My
all.
camera's faded though.
I know you're a bit.
Oh, I'll
I
fix
know.
it
I'm
in a
like, is the gummy kicking in or no? You've got bad. Everyone, your shiny orb and your sacred spatula. Are we ready? Barb. A deep breath. Another cleansing breath. See, much better, huh? Doesn't that stop you from trolling? It makes you not want to troll anymore. It makes you. It flattens out that button. Oh dear, I'm using Scientologies already. Okay, let's not do that. Always goes back to that,
Hip,
doesn't it?
hooray! Have a cold-free day,
Hooray! I
gentlemen.
need to shave my armpits. Hip hip hooray! It's a cult-free day, everyone.
Welcome
brother-
to the corner of Dusty, right here in my aquarium.
Oh, you got a
room.
fancy hat. That's new. I
It
want
is.
one.
I had it
I
for the
need to get one.
chatathon. Am
Is
I
that
looking
from
at the
Aaron's?
camera? Yeah, that's
Is
from
that
Aaron's
it's
merch.
from Aaron's?
And
Oh no,
then
that's a good one.
This one's from sister Natalie from
Yes.
Webster.
Natalie
Natalie
Webster.
of Webster.
Kate B, thank you for joining in.
And my Thane's got a broken eye. Because that was.
He's a cyclops.
He
The
is.
hell did you
He's
do
been
him?
that way ever since I got him. Actually, that happened at Nash Keys.
Oh, bless. Well, we were the mosh pit. He must have ended up in the mosh pit with us at Nash Keys as we did. And yeah, what a night! What a night!
You gave that to somebody, and at the end of the night at Nash Keys, when Natalie was there, it was on the floor, and I was showing it to you, and you told me just take it home.
Yeah. Well, I've got
and
more.
It's been in my car ever since, except now here I moved it in here for the.
That's like leaving your dog in the car. Do you know how hot it is in Florida, Dusty? Come on. You can't leave your Phaeton in the car.
Oh, I had it sitting right in the windshield, too. It's my way of trying to audit it out. You know, I just audited it up on the windshield for multiple hours and fed it some nice and see if that would make it go away. But it never did go away.
Hi, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Hi, Shirley.
I haven't even got to the chat at all. Hi, everybody in the chat. Oh, let's go.
Oh, Max's mom is ready. She has the spatula and the orb, even in emojis.
All right, you read from the bottom and I'll read from the top. Super Pup.
Okay, so Crepitus.
Hello. Thank you so much.
So Crepitus says you got it. You got your 500. So
I'm 499. Thank you so much. Nevermin. Welcome from Hollywood and Clearwater.
Hollywood, yeah. We're gonna be there in a couple of
David
months.
And Donald Trump and Rob DeSantis, governor, and Rick Scott, senator.
Oh no, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about those people's hair.
Cheryl and I do enough of that over the phone, people. We don't have to bring it in the chat.
No, it gets a bit rough here in Florida.
Yes, everybody vote. I do promote voting.
Oh yes, absolutely. Please vote. That's the most civical thing you could ever do is to stand out there in line or just lick an envelope but vote.
Sir crap it is. Hit 500. Thank you, Big Bill, for being here. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so crap. Yeah, no politics. We don't do politics here. This is
now,
not
that's the first time I read that. So big thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
so you made it to 500. So you were going to sing a song, weren't you, Dusty? If you made it to 500,
I got my elixir right here.
don't try and change the subject. Don't
This
act like
is
you
my,
can't hear me. You were going to sing a song.
My cal. Oh, I can.
Don't act like you can't hear me. You were going to sing a song.
Oh, I can sing songs. How dirty of a song do you want? I'm a big Frank Zappa fan.
Well, we don't have to get like that. I'm wearing a nun outfit. Can we at least keep it like somewhat?
You bring me. My wife.
Don't get me going. Hi, Andrea.
Yeah, Cheryl says hi. You're in my earbuds.
Hi,
so.
Perth. It's tomorrow where Perth is.
All right, where am I at? Big guys, thank you so much. I'll sing a song. I got one real dirty.
Why does it have to be dirty?
I used to sing really dirty songs because my repertoire to karaoke is pretty limited. You know, drummers don't sing very well.
I just got a karaoke machine. I was going to invite you over to the house for karaoke, not if you're going to be all gross.
Oh, wait, it's a Frank Zappa song.
I don't know if there's any Frank Zappa in there. I'll have to look. Which I think there's like some.
I have a whole karaoke setup. I got my PA system and all that stuff. I have a whole karaoke.
My uncle just gave me a whole. It's this big black thing that you plug into the TV, and it's got all these discs. It's intense. So I'm hoping at Christmas time it's going to be a blast here in my house. I hope they have. I Will Survive because Gloria Gaynor, you've got to have that one.
I know I have that one. I don't
know how many times I did that one.
And players, and it all connects to my PA with big speakers and microphones. And I used to have TVs and stuff like that. It's been a long time.
Yeah. I need to. Maybe you can come over and plug it in. I don't know what to do. Plug it in and we can have a go. That'll be funny. You, me, and Andrea.
Would never go for it. We'll have to do it online though. Where am I at? Neverman's getting no more political stuff, or I'm going to start cutting it out.
Drummers, yeah. My dad was a drummer. No, well, he didn't he was a Scientologist. That had nothing to do with it. Yeah, it just ruined the whole being a drummer thing.
I got big.
Parking in Clearwater, Florida used to be free. What changed? We have no tax money because Scientologists are taking over, so someone's got to pay. If it ain't you, it's us. So if you're driving in, you're paying.
The Journey 2020.
Scientology in Clearwater, they're buying up. They just bought City Hall. They're City Hall. They're taking all the everythings.
I show it a lot, and if you guys have watched any of the Sins of Scientology, is that what it is? Sins of Scientology. It's done. It's like an audio book. I would have to pull it up on my phone, but it's an audio book by help me out, Sandy McKinnon, and it's excellent. And it talks about
is that Sandy
in the old days in Clearwater, before the Church of Scientology took over downtown, Cleveland Street and Harrison Street were hustle and bustle. Even back in the 50s, it was hustle and bustle.
Harrison was a hotel, and people stayed there. The Rolling Stones stayed there and wrote Satisfaction there, as we know. Yeah, it had shops and restaurants. It was busy little beach town.
Look who's here.
Howdy.
Oh, good evening, Father Ben. And how art thou this evening?
Oh, we got to get my ceremonial wear here. John's special, so John gets the Martha Stewart cup.
You're up late.
Yeah.
There we go. That's better.
Yeah, we've been busy all day working in the yard, getting everything ready for our barbecue on Sunday for our 34th anniversary.
Oh, listen to
Ooh,
that.
how lovely. Oh, that sounds.
Welcome, John. John's got some of the elixir too. We're celebrating. I hit 500 just now.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
We got Dusty to 500. So
Thanks everybody so much. I'm like so thrilled. I know a lot of streamers would say 500. Shit, I got that many in my chat every night. And I'm like, I got 500 subscribers. I am so excited.
When you first hit that point, yeah, it's a big thing for you. You got to remember when I first went on errands, I had 178 subscribers. That was it. So
really,
yep.
Oh, that was cute. How adorable.
Oh, let me see here. Why is this?
Let me zip on down to the bottom. I've been reading the top of the list.
Just
Marilyn,
hey,
hello,
Let's
Marilyn, hello.
Michael Rocks.
Oh, Marilyn's in here too, huh?
Miss Sunrise Dawn, my mod is here.
Inappropriate heifer. Hello, Queen.
Sir Crepidus.
I have to do big thank yous and shout outs to all my mods out there. Thank you guys so much. Jen, that's a new streamer, I believe, who wants to come join us out on the streets there.
Who? Jürgen? Yeah.
Said something about it earlier.
And
hell no. Hello. Oh, hell no. You guys are killing me. I got you guys in my chat. Thank you all so much for being here. What excitement. It's a work night for me too. So I got to go
up to 520 now.
You're wired. You're all wired. I was like finishing my laundry, going to bed, and you're like, okay.
I say, well, I can jump in for a few minutes here.
I don't know how long we're even going to be going. I was just going to chat with the chat and see how it goes from here. Basically, I don't really have any plans. We did our little skit.
Yeah, we did a little meditation, John. We did a little bar meditation.
Yeah, I've got some new things for the next time we do our Wednesday readings. So got some new stuff. I think it's going to be
wonderful.
Pretty good.
From the book of Sativus this time.
Yes, and Hybridicus. So
and Hybridicus. That's next week.
Yeah, I just had my indicus anyway, so I'm letting that kick in.
I know. He was a bit fuzzy a minute ago. I'm like, is that the gummy kicking in? Or
no.
Yeah, you're not as fuzzy anymore. You're okay now.
I got my very proud elixir made in St. Louis right here.
You flashed your cans?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah, Cheryl had to give me treatment with her cans.
Hands out.
I've been trying to get my hands on those cans for a while, John.
You won't.
Hey.
I'm a fast runner.
Since I got you captive audience, John, you'd be so proud of what I did on that boat, man. I pulled that motor out by myself. I switched everything over to the new motor and have the new motor already back into the boat. The outdrive's back on. Everything's ready to go. I'm waiting on a couple manifolds and we're out there.
Ooh, manifolds.
Is that what you're waiting on? Man. That was a lot of work.
Oh yeah. What kind of motor did it have in it?
It's a Merc Cruiser V6. It's a 4.3. And it's got a Merc Cruiser Alpha 1 Gen 2 on the back.
Merc Cruiser, is that based off the Chevy or the Ford?
It's a Chevy. It's a GM V6.
Fuel injected or carb?
It's carburetor. It's got a brand new carb on it. What happened is when I bought the boat, I didn't know that you should look at the manifolds and check them and replace them every so often, especially when you're in salt water. I just went right out there. Next thing you know, there was a hole in my manifold and salt water in the engine. And it took
salt water anyway. But cul-de-sac, if you want to open an erentology mission, you've got to get in touch with a supreme leader. Sister Lilith there can help you with that, but it would be under his discretion. So I think it's like 13.5 million to open your first mission, but you know, you can get a discount if you open multiples at the same time. So.
And you have to take some preliminary basic courses in how to make your own spatulas. You have to know how to at least make your own spatula.
I got my new buddy from Minnesota. Hey, Carrie Ann in there. I love you so much, Carrie Ann. I watch her daily now. We just sit in the corner and shoot the shit. I love her so much. So if you guys haven't checked out Hey Carrie Ann's channel, please do.
And Peter Anderson's got it right there. Boat bust out another 1,000. So,
oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, we got the Great Lakes up here, so everybody, so many people are into boating, and everything from the small little skiff with the 20 horse on the back of it all the way up to big custom luxury yachts and all that. It's just never really been my kind of thing. Yeah, it's just because I stand by the statement of the two happiest days of boat ownership are the day you buy and the day you sell. So.
Oh, no, I love my boat. I actually
work.
Really like working on it. It's real simple, easy GM engine. It's wide open. I love working on that.
So I can go on it. I don't want to listen to any of this. I just want to go on it.
Well, I mean,
we got some plans.
You know what really works well is to take a can of pig blood with you, bathe in it, and then jump in the water. It really helps out.
Especially very clear water. They won't think you're weird at all. They'll just think you're a Scientologist, and it's something you do every weekend.
Yeah,
that's new. We haven't seen that yet.
What's that?
That's too funny.
Well, they think you're all a bunch of Scientologists. Well, what are they doing now? Oh, okay, that's a new thing. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, we got scallop season coming. I got some plans. We got scallop seasons right around the corner right now. We got some concerts that are coming to the Sound that we would like to just hang out on the boat and listen to the concert.
UB40 is coming to the Sound on August 8th. And we need that boat fit with your manifolds in place so we can be on the water.
I don't even know who UB40 is. So.
We got
How very you. You know the one that sing Red Red Wine?
Yeah.
But that's the only song Americans know. UB40 has a whole catalog of songs that English people know and Americans don't. And it's a shame. Yeah, UB40 I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm not paying $140 for the ticket, but I will hang out in the distance on a boat or in the back of the green.
No, I already know that place too well to actually pay for tickets anymore. It's just
that's a lot.
I know.
And you're outside. It's like
I'm not like saying, but
inside. So
they already clamped down on that little spot, but there's a spot. I love the Sound for a reason. So there's a lot of stuff going on in there. Neil Diamond actually wrote that song Red Red Wine, Carrie Ann.
Did he?
Yep.
The one that UB40 sings?
Mm-hmm. Neil Diamond took it UB40 took that song to #1.
Yes, they did.
Really?
Because I know they did a cover. They did, right. There was a cover, and it went to #1 on Top of the Pops. I'm old.
I'm trying to think of a bunch of UB40 real quick in my head, but it's not working.
Oh, yeah, Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond, that's some good karaoke, and too, a good Neil Diamond song.
Do you got a favorite Neil Diamond song? Mine is America. I can talk rock and roll all day long, folks. That's my.
I can't pick a Neil. How can you pick a Neil Diamond song? Just play one, and
everybody likes to do Sweet Caroline. Sweet Caroline.
Well, that's how you find the white people in the room. That's what that song's for. Yeah, everyone loves that one, but no, there's so many more. I mean, Neil, he's a Prince. He's not.
Neil Diamond actually does that song in his concerts when he did concerts. He's retired from concerts now. I've seen Neil Diamond like 3 times.
Have you? I never seen him. Yeah.
There's a Neil Diamond tribute band out of California called Super Diamond. I saw that band probably about 5 times, and they are freaking killer.
What about some Bocephus? We're going to talk about old songs. How about Bocephus?
Who that?
He's That's gonna throw Cheryl off there, John.
Oh, who?
I played a
Who?
lot of Southern rock and roll, so I know those
Eurythmics.
Hank Williams Jr.
songs. Everybody get ready for some football.
Madness.
There you
That's
go.
actually a
You know
non-original
who I really liked out of Britain was Stereophonics,
Yes.
especially the song Superman was my favorite from them.
The specials. Yeah. See, the 80s, the whole 80s ska music, Madness, the specials, them lot. The Eurythmics were amazing. Okay. Mandy McGee brought this up. How about the Cocteau Twins? Who knows the Cocteau Twins? Anyone, please?
You got me stuck on Cocktail Twins.
I listen to them every day.
You want to hear
And
a
Mandy
crazy
McGee is the
concert
only
I
other
went
one.
to?
What? Which?
I saw the Misfits with Black Flag.
Oh,
the
that would have
Misfits
been
were
good.
just here, John.
Yeah.
What? When? What? The Misfits?
Oh
In
my
Clearwater?
gosh. Well, this was a long time ago. Oh my gosh. With let's see, the Misfits, and I remember Henry Rollins was still part. I can't remember if he was in Black Flag or the Misfits. So
He was in Black Flag. I've
Flag.
seen Henry Rollins a couple of times, and I loved at one of the K-Rock acoustic Christmases, he read out The Night Before Christmas.
Oh goodness.
Henry Rollins read out The Night Before the whole thing, and it was just so beautiful. I mean, it was wonderful.
I'm gonna go get a
That's the only
prop.
version I want now.
Here's
What are you
another good
doing?
one.
What does he do? That he has so much ADD.
I know.
Every time.
Here's another good concert for you. Psychedelic Furs with Susie and the Banshees opening.
Susie, yes. I've seen Susie. I've been like 2 feet
yeah.
away from Susie, actually, on top of the pops.
Yeah.
She is in concert. She is amazing.
Oh yeah.
I love. Who was the other band? I didn't even pay attention to
Psychedelic
it.
Furs.
Psychedelic Furs are excellent in the 80s. That was some. Oh yeah.
Well, I was really big. I was really big into the alternative scene. I used to go down almost every night of the week down to Cincinnati and go down there and hang out in the college district down there. So I got to see all kinds of crazy concerts and things. And being bigger like I am, nobody thought I was a high school student. So I go down there, hang out and party, and nobody questioned it. Nobody said anything. So I got to see a lot of great shows. Echo and the Bunnymen.
Yeah, love them. They played across from my house when I lived in Kilburn at the National, and I remember just sitting outside my window listening to them.
Oh yeah,
I love Echo and the Bunnymen. Freaking love them. Yes.
All right, you guys. Remember back in the 80s?
80s music.
Cheryl might remember this, but it was a big deal when you went to a concert and you hung onto your concert ticket and you stuck it up on your wall.
I had them all.
And as you collected them, you got more and more and more on that mirror above your dresser.
right.
And that was a big thing. Well, I've been doing that this whole time.
Wow.
That's so cool. I know I lost all of mine. I had a whole bag for all of them, and I lost all of my ticket stubs.
So I ran out of room, including this one right here. I don't know if that's going to focus, but
The Police? Pulse. No. Brit Floyd. Oh, yeah. That's the one we
that
went
was
to.
my last concert.
That was so good. It really was so good.
This goofy little book of concert tickets. This
Superfluous two things. Number one, I saw Johnny Cash back in the 70s with my dad. And then I saw him when he came out when he was working for American Recording, or can't remember what the name of it, when he did the Hurt album. So I got to see him live doing the acoustics on that. And as for these, I'm about out of them. Just went to the place that I normally get them here. They're out of them too. So it's been it's a lot of fun. But
I ran out of room on this book of concert tickets back in 2006.
Elvis Costello. Good taste.
2006, it went to a Ziploc baggie, and this is what I got now.
I got an oldie for you. How about David Allan Coe?
I haven't seen David Allan Coe, but I played a lot of David Allan Coe music when I was playing.
Never heard of him.
Times when I can count at what do you call it, at the Broken Spoke, that the saloon he owns over outside of Daytona. And then he came in and played a local place around here, and they called me up and they're like, "Hey, you want to come do security for it?" So I got to hang out with him, and it was pretty cool. I mean, the guy's only 150 years old now, but he's still out there putting on shows.
Oh, Jimi Hendrix would have been, blessed. He would have been friggin'.
Oh yeah, Hendrix would have been amazing.
All right, so let me jump to the chat now that I pulled out all the tickets here.
Oh, now.
I saw Bob Dylan when I was working at Red Rocks for 3 nights.
Really?
Bob Dylan doesn't like photography. I have stories about all these concerts. Carrie Ann says Janis for Janis Joplin. I have seen Big Brother and the Holding Company, and they had a Janis Joplin impersonator that was just freaking dead on. Jimmy died on my birthday, but I was too young for that.
I met Bonnie Raitt.
I never saw Elvis Costello, but I did see his wife. What's her name?
His wife?
Yeah. Karen Crawl. I have seen BB King like 3 times. My story of BB King was when I was working at the Shoreline Amphitheater in San Francisco. There's a picture of the Shoreline. It's upside down. Used to work at this amphitheater in San Francisco. I took this authentic panoramic picture. You like that?
Yeah. I love the duct tape. That's
the Shoreline Amphitheater. I used to work there for many years before I moved to Colorado and started working at Red Rocks. So my story is I was working at the Shoreline, and this is in 95 when Jerry Garcia died, and it broke our hearts because the Shoreline was the home of the Grateful Dead. And there was an event going on for Jerry Garcia at Golden Gate Park, and BB King was playing at the Shoreline, and nobody was working the BB King show because they were all going to the big event in Golden Gate Park for Jerry Garcia. Well, my wife and I at the time, we went to work the show, and BB King in the middle of this show, and BB King's band at this time was wearing full on tuxedos. These guys were dead out, man. BB King was at the top of his game. And in the middle of the concert, just did like a 15-minute thing on Jerry Garcia. And those of us that were working were
really BB King?
Yeah, it was the first show at the Shoreline after Jerry died. And
check your Facebook Messenger. I just sent you a picture from a concert that I went to recently.
Oh man, John. Getting valuable shit.
Well, the wife and I were in Memphis. We went down. My wife's a huge Elvis fan, so we went down. It was one of the first times she and I went and just went to Graceland and just checked it out. We went downtown after we'd been there, and it was the weekend of Elvis's birthday. So one of the bars had an Elvis impersonator. I looked at the wife and I said, if this guy is going to be in Memphis on Elvis's birthday, he's got to be good. So we walked in, we sat down, we're sitting there, and over at the table next to us, I keep looking over, and I'm looking at this guy, and I look at the wife, and I go, is that who I think it is? And she goes, I have no idea who that is. So I went over and introduced myself, and it was him. It was the drummer for ZZ Top.
Oh, Frank Beard.
Is that what his name is? The short-haired guy with the glasses and the mustache?
With the no beard.
Yep.
His name is Beard, and he's the one without a beard.
The one with no beard. Somebody said it here. Heather, thank you. Diana Krall. That's
Diana Krall. Okay, yeah. She's a good singer. Oh, hi, Hitzel. Hitzel 505's in here. Hi, Hitzel.
I have seen Emmylou Harris. I haven't seen Dolly Parton. Bonnie Raitt. I got a story.
Dolly rocks. Dolly.
When I was doing beer at Red Rocks in the late 90s, like 97, 99, or 98, 99, somewhere in there. And
sounds
Bonnie,
like an absolute angel is Alison Krauss. If you ever get
I have seen Alison Krauss, I believe.
Yeah,
I saw her with.
She's the one who's been dating Robert Plant for a few years now.
Yeah, I saw her with Robert Plant and T-Bone Hooker or whatever that guy's name was. Something T-Bone.
Yeah, she's a just she sounds like an angel when she sings. We saw her first time I saw her was at the Charlie Daniels. Oh, what is it? It was the big bash he used to have every year for the veterans. Oh no, this was his 80th birthday bash, and incredible show. I mean, you had Three Doors Down, Larry the Cable Guy, Randy Travis,
Oh
Priest
yeah,
wrote.
cool.
I mean, it was incredible. What's his name? The guy who does the song Tennessee Whiskey.
That's so American.
The chat's gonna have to help me out on that one.
Oh,
I don't know. Robert Plant is still alive. He is, isn't he? Is Robert Plant
yeah.
still alive?
Yes, Robert
Yes.
Plant's still
Yeah.
all over the
Yeah,
TV.
thank you, Carrie Ann. Yeah, Alison Krauss
That's
did an
it.
album with Robert Plant.
With Robert Plant, that's it.
With,
That, okay, now I know who
with
she is.
T-
Yes.
it had that guy that did the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" T-Bone something.
T-Bone Burnett. There you go, Constance June. That's an amazing song in and of itself.
I saw that at Bonnaroo. I saw that on the big stage, Bonnaroo. I saw that one.
Yeah,
2008.
I think. Oh my
T-Bone
goodness, I can't
Burnett.
believe he just did a duet with Loveless, and they did a couple of her songs like "You'll Never Leave Harlan Alive." Ah, shoot! Now this is going to drive me nuts.
Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton, he was
Thank
on
you.
there.
Okay.
Luke Bryant was on there. Kid Rock. It was amazing. There you go, Tennessee Whiskey, Chris Stapleton. Yeah, so that was a heck of a show.
I don't know any of these people.
Yeah. Well, we
This
went
is
to
all
I
America.
could talk concerts all night long, man. I seen so many.
Yeah. Shoot, what was your first concert, Dusty?
Red Rocks,
Oh, my
1984.
Oh, what about you, Cheryl?
Def Leppard.
Def Leppard. Mine was Kiss, University of Dayton Arena in 1978.
Mine was 1982. Yeah, 82, I think. 81 or 82 was
Back
when
in those 80s, I was into like Ronnie James Dio and Ozzy Osbourne.
Well, this is when the drummer had both arms. This is before the drummer lost his arm. When I went to see him, he had both arms. I'm that old.
Oh yeah, so he was wearing the British shorts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sir
yeah.
Mix-a-Lot.
British,
Wow.
there was the British flag shirt with the short cut off sleeves.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah. That was what was the Pyromania album? Was that the album for that?
Yes. Yes. That was it. Marvin Gaye. Yeah.
I was the youngest of
wow.
six, so I
Ultra
didn't
Club?
get to see. I didn't get to have all those cassette tapes.
Oh, Culture Club was your first concert, really?
That's wild.
Oh,
who was it?
Boy
You know,
George is
someone-
coming to the sound, Cheryl. I had that day off.
Someone
So
had
is-
to see-
Cheryl's going to do some fun stuff with me out at the sound on concert night.
I saw Adamant with a flock of seagulls.
Oh, I've seen this flock of
I
seagulls.
bet your hair was all
Top of
over
the
like
pops, I've
that.
been right in
Did
front
you
of
have-
him.
I could see John with
my,
the flock
my
of
hair
seagulls haircut.
actually we didn't cut my hair. My hair was long and it was straight. I didn't do anything to it. It was being with a Native American, my grandfather was completely against me cutting my hair. So they didn't cut my hair when we actually cut it for me to leave for the army. My grandfather's the one who cut it, and it was down past my butt. So bone straight.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Horrible to take care of, but yeah, that was his thing. Was you're not cutting his hair. And,
Yeah, I've got ant music in my head. And I just want to get up and dance. My ADD is kicked in.
oh man,
Music's lost its place, so try another flavor. And music. Okay, let's not.
probably one of my favorites was it was Hair Arena, Dayton, Ohio. See Judas Priest. They were supposed to be having a band called Fastway opening for them, but the singer got really sick and couldn't finish out the tour. And so when we got there, they said, well, we have they had the local radio personality came in, and he's like, we got this band. They just put out their new album with a new lead singer. They're all the way from England. Please welcome Iron Maiden.
Yes. Yes.
That was insane.
I saw Iron Maiden on
Ruth.
the Trooper tour in 1985.
Oh man, I've seen them more times than I can count. You know, I did that picture I sent you was Ozzy's last appearance in Michigan. We went
I
to the
just got
concert
that
there.
pulled up here finally.
But yeah,
We
I
don't
went
want
to
to
I made it
upset
to
my computer.
Ozfest 10 out of 11 years that they held it here at Pine Knob, just outside of Detroit. And you just the amount of bands that we saw come through there was amazing.
I just hit the wrong
Slayer, what was it? The band that did the song Toxic Waltz was really big in the late 80s in the death metal scene. Exodus, Toxic Waltz. I mean, what's the band that does Chop Suey? System of a Down.
System of a Down. I've seen them.
Yeah, Ozzy with Black Sabbath reunited for Ozfest tours.
I've seen. I've been. Yeah,
I saw Ozzy with Randy Rhoads playing guitar for him. It was just amazing stuff.
You must have been a kid. You're only 1 year older than me, old man.
Yeah, my uncle took me to see Kiss, took me to see ELO back when they had the spaceship stage.
ELO.
Saw Queen. Let's see, Queen. Saw Black Sabbath with Van Halen open for them.
Yeah, Van Halen, not my favorite. Yeah.
Oh man, well, you know, Black Sabbath, Ozzy got out there and he just like a zombie walking around the stage, and the other guys, they didn't do anything but just stand there and play. Van Halen opening for him was like someone let off a nuclear bomb in the arena.
Oh, yeah, really? They've got a lot of energy, don't they? There's a lot of energy at one of their shows. What the hell is that? Oh, Ozzy.
That was me and about 20,000 of my personal friends there, you know, so.
Trying to get it without the reflection of the light.
Yeah, it's always fun trying to do that, but yeah, that was his last appearance.
Mandy McGee, you listen to Cocteau Twins, right?
I don't.
And listen to Mandy McGee. Follow all these people now. Do it. Right. You listen to Cocteau Twins too.
Look at this one, John.
You guys have to listen to Cocteau Twins. I'm sorry, you're missing out.
Oh hell no, Elvis at Houston. You got us.
Oh, Elvis. Yeah, that would have been.
Oh yes. Oh, Nico. Yeah, that's my kind of. Now, see, I'm not a big Dragon Force person, but pretty much everybody else on that list. Well, Blue Man Group. I don't know about that, but
I've seen Blue Man Group. They were excellent.
I've never seen them. Never had an interest in it. Let's see.
Their whole show was stupid funny. I like.
When I went to Vegas, I saw Elton John.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was at the Caesars Palace. It was so good. The Red Piano, whatever tour he was doing.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Miss Mandy. See, yeah, Mandy, she's got good taste in music. Mazzy Star, yeah, Cocteau Twins.
Nico, if you want to add another one to it, put Mac Sabbath on your list. Mac Sabbath is awesome.
Mac Sabbath?
Mac Sabbath.
Oh.
Let's see.
That sounds like a fish sandwich you'd have on a Friday if you're Catholic.
I'm a big promoter of tribute bands. So I
never was until you took me to Brit Floyd.
I played in two different tribute bands. I played in a Bob Seger tribute band, and I played in a Bruce Springsteen tribute band.
Oh, really? Oh.
And I just love them. There's a couple Led Zeppelin ones that are out there that are just killer. There's more than one killer Pink Floyd one. Brit Floyd's coming right at my birthday if anybody wants to buy me a Brit Floyd ticket.
Oh, okay.
Cheryl, check your
I can't afford it because I bought manifolds.
We're going because I bought manifolds. I don't know how much manifolds are, but I hope I never need manifolds.
$710.
Yeah, Nico, I've seen Ozzy listening to it. It's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm caught up.
Yeah, I sent it to you on Facebook Messenger.
A Scottish band named Run Rag.
531 on the subs.
Never heard of them. I like Travis. They're Scottish, aren't they? Travis. I love Travis in the 90s.
Thank you guys. I'm getting all the subs to my fantastic mods. Thank you so much to my mods. I got Sir Crepitus and Miss Sunshine.
No, I'm not streaming to my channel. I just jumped in.
Oh, really? Oh,
Uh,
oh, that's
I
nice.
actually sent the link to a few others.
They're all in bed.
well, midnight
I-
streams.
I wasn't expecting any of them to get on, but
I know he gets off of work at midnight. Like,
Yeah.
well, that changes.
But
I only have one. I'm on this shift one more night, and then I go to an 8:30 get off time. So concert night at Clearwater's
that's
back
better.
on.
Yeah.
We need some signs. I wanna nail that
Ooh.
concert traffic leaving Flag.
New
What about-
Order, Joy Division. Yes, 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 and yes.
Trying to think of the band now, bringing up Depeche Mode and those bands.
I see Depeche Mode. You keep throwing
What's
them
the
out.
band
I'm
that
just
did
gonna say
West End
that.
Girl?
Well, Depeche Mode, we've all taken a bit of a hit on that, I think, because of someone.
Oh yeah, I forgot who really loves them. Let's see.
I mean,
could-
see, to me, they were just an English pop band. So when I came to America and everyone said, "Oh my God, we love Depeche Mode," I'm like, really?
I saw
Yeah.
them in my early days at the Shoreline, and they did not torque my bolt at all.
What about Pet Shop Boys?
They were terrible, to put it mildly. But I'm a big critic nowadays. You know,
It sounds painful, and like you would need some ointment afterwards.
it
Oh.
just.
Now, did you like the Pet Shop Boys?
Yes, and I
haven't
met
seen
one of
that
them.
top
I
boys.
played snooker with one of them in a
that's
pub
awesome.
in London somewhere. I forget where we were. Yes, I love the Pet Shop Boys.
I'm more widespread Panic, Grateful Dead. Of course, I've seen the Grateful Dead like 30 times.
I saw them once.
Another
With
another tribute band who I've seen like 30 times is Dark Star Orchestra. If you don't know who they are and you like Grateful Dead music, check them out. For
I
sure.
don't.
They tour the
Yeah.
world.
I've tried.
They're
I
still
went when I
deadheads out
first
there.
came to America. I'm like right off the boat, very British, right off the high street in Kilburn.
I
And
got a couple
this
stories
guy
about
puts
Tom
me on the
Petty.
back of his bike and he takes me to a Grateful Dead concert. I have never heard of these people. I have no idea what to expect. I walk in and they're like,
And Andrea brought that up when Dark Star comes back to town to bring you and I said, yes, I think Cheryl would really like it. She probably would not know the music all that much, but the people she would love.
well, yeah, the people I love. The music I'm not. It just gets the same.
Yeah.
They jam in a way, which is great. It's okay, but it's like not my jam, I guess. Now I did go to a tribute band in Trabuco Canyon. They were doing some fundraiser for the canyon, bunch of hippies. And who was the lady that was in Splash? The actress.
The
blonde. She was in Kill Bill.
Yeah, I know.
Showed up.
She
What
was
was
in
her
Kill Bill
name?
also?
Yeah.
You're talking about
Oh,
the
yeah.
one who was in the Harrison Ford movie about the robots. One of my favorite movies. Daggone,
Daryl Hannah. That's it. Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah.
Okay, so that day they had a Grateful Dead tribute band, and a couple of people showed up that apparently follow this tribute band everywhere. And
Oh goodness.
I've been to Burning Man 8 times. I'm used to weird. I stood back like this. Like, okay, can I go home now, please?
That's like
So-
the Jimmy Buffett, the parrot heads. My goodness.
I
Now,
seen
they're
Jimmy
annoying.
Buffett
They're
like
annoying as
15
hell.
times.
Yeah.
Well, I worked at the Irvine Amphitheater and Jimmy Buffett played. I was a waitress in a bar,
Yeah.
a really cool bar. And all these drunk old people came in and they were really shitty tippers. They were all a lot of fun and singing parrot
The
songs.
first
and
time I
margaritas.
worked
They were
Jimmy
awful.
Buffett, I really had no idea who he was. And by the end of the night, I knew who he was. I was like, I don't know much about his music, but frickin' 30,000 people showed up. And it was a bunch of these old guys
Right.
with a bunch of young chicks. And all
Well, you
these
know
old
what?
guys had the necklace with the shot glass on it. And it was
Yeah.
sponsored by Jose Cuervo at the time. And
But if
I
you're
was like,
drunk, it's
I was
really good
single.
music.
I was like, this show is all right.
Right.
These chicks were shit faced. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And
These
it just-
people,
as
they're
the
like
years
in their
went on,
60s and they're doing body shots on the bar. Like, and we're like, oh, do we have to see that? Can you Please
So
get down.
the Parrot Heads are another group like the Deadheads. They are a big group of traveling people.
Here's one for you. Melody Harco is talking about the Insane Clown Posse. Not only have I been to Insane Clown Posse concerts, when I was doing the professional wrestling, I actually wrestled in a couple of their shows here in Detroit.
No.
Did they
way.
do the soda pop bit when you saw them?
Oh yeah,
with the Fugo.
Yeah, where the Fago. Yeah.
They were when they were at Red Rocks, and Red Rocks wasn't prepared for this. And I remember when I showed up for work, there were like 6 pallets of this Fago.
Oh,
and this stuff was so supercharged, it was flying up into like row 30. And Red Rocks is a pretty steep venue. It was flying way up there. I was like, yeah.
I would love to go to a concert there.
There was so much soda going down the back, down the walkway, down to the front of the stage, down to the side, flowing down to the backstage road, and it went all the way to the trading post at Red Rocks. This sludge of soda that was pouring out of Red Rocks. They were
Dusty soda.
Fago's a big Detroit brand. It's let's see.
Oh, I never heard of it. Yes, Mandy, I see you, girl. Yeah, Susie and the Banshees. I'm Queen.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
I haven't seen her.
Love Susie so much.
I had a good friend of mine used to know her, and when she'd come to Detroit, they would hang out together. So,
really, friggin' love her, and The Cure, of course. I love.
Oh, yeah, come on.
What's his face? Smith.
I don't know. There's just so much, of course, every generation says it, but I think that the music of the 70s and the 80s was some of the most
fantastic.
There was soul to it,
Yeah.
My favorites were always like Allman Brothers was always one of my favorites live.
Cool. How about the Outlaws?
Never heard of them.
I've seen the Outlaws, and then I often confuse the Highwaymen with the Outlaws. I've seen the Outlaws at least 3 times. I saw them when they were big when they had the Change in the Pockets song first came out. I saw them at a big Leonard Skinner New Year's Eve show one year on that. I want to say 88.
Well, you got to remember, living here in Michigan, we had Ted Nugent had all kinds of crazy stuff. He used to do something called the Bowhunters Bash every year, right in Jackson where he lived. So we had all kinds of crazy shows going on around here.
Well, Detroit, I mean, that place is known for music, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
San Francisco is too. That's
yeah.
I did a lot of concert security in my day. That's for sure. I couldn't afford to go to all these concerts. back in 2008, when I quit doing concerts, when I first started working concerts, out of every 20 shows, there would be a solid 16 or 18 that you wanted to see. And then in 2008, when I ended, out of every 10 shows, there might be 1 that you wanted to see. And the rest of it was just work. And it sucked. It got old. Yeah. And Red Rocks sprinting up those stairs like a firefighter was impossible.
And it's hot, isn't it? You're in Arizona?
No, it's Colorado. It's outside of Denver.
Oh.
I lived in Denver for 25 years. What's that?
Perth has never been to a concert.
That's
Son, you don't know what you're missing. My goodness.
Perth, where do you live? You Perth.
Good night, oh hell no.
You're in like Australia, right?
Perth, Australia.
Yeah,
we met the other night in the middle of the night during the chat-a-thon. I did 5 hours on the chat-a-thon.
Yeah, I saw.
I was like second to Chad.
You were up late. You were up late. That was nutty. Yeah.
It's just the later it got, the more funny it got. It just got funny at the end, man.
Well, you're all loopy from being up so late. Because I did have you guys on, and I would like wake up every now and then, and they're still going good. Oh, who are these people? Oh, these are a different bunch. Okay, and I'd just go back to sleep.
Towards the end of it, I kept looking out the door to see if there was daylight, and when it was
Sammy
finally
Hagar?
over, and none of us hung around afterwards. We were all like, "Bye," afterwards, and I looked outside, and it was starting. I could see in the horizon
Sammy
the
Hagar
light.
still alive? I didn't.
I
Yeah.
got tickets for Sammy
Yeah.
Hagar.
See, that's all 80s American music. I was in England at the time, so I was going to a lot of like Saxon concerts and Iron Maiden.
I got
Saxon. I went to see them like 5 or 6 times. I love Saxon so much. I don't know if anyone else knows who Saxon
I
are.
got tickets for Sammy Hagar in the round coming to
Hey,
Tampa.
just
Perth, what kind of music are you into, Perth? I mean, because
yeah.
you got to have some great concerts coming up over there. Let's see. Yeah, I can see Cheryl in many a drum circle. That's for sure.
Okay, wait. I've been to the Treasure Island Drum Circle, and I'm going in a week or two. I haven't been since way back. Yes. I've got 2 drums. I've got a djembe and a native hand drum, and both are coming with me, and I'm dragging someone along.
You know that festival I used to go to was in Pennsylvania, the one for the SCA, and we had those huge parties. And the thing that it got to be an inside joke because every one of our parties would end up with at least 3 drum circles going, and we're just like, who the hell brought the drums? And
It's the sound of Mother Earth. It's the sound of your heart.
God. Yeah, it's the sound of a bunch of hippies who've been doing a lot of herbage. That's what it is. That's the sound.
That's what it is. That's really what it is.
Yeah,
You know, John, being a drummer for as many years as I have, I don't listen to loud music in the car. I absolutely cannot stand it.
I've got that condition where I have the constant ringing in my ears.
I do
Oh,
too.
you have tinnitus? That's horrible. I get tinnitus when my neck's out, and I hate it. Oh, you have tinnitus all the time? That would drive me nuts.
When I was playing in the
because
Southern rock band, my guitar player had this Mesa Boogie that damaged my left ear pretty good.
Well, you got to remember back when I was playing, I had 2 full carving stacks with the double heads, 2 Marshall stacks with the double heads, and a crate stack. And I mean, you know, talk about people could hear you from 5 miles away. That was, you know, we had the you know, the amplifiers that went all the way to 11 instead of 10 because, you know, 11's a higher number.
My drums are Cannons. I got DW drums. They're fully stocked out with DW hardware. I got highly polished Zildjian cymbals. I got Shure microphones. I got
Zildjian, that's what's in there. Okay,
I
I've
got a
a
studio live board. I got
drums. I need someone to come over and help me put the drum set together.
Well, you got somebody right there to your side who's a drummer.
I saw it. I when I was at her house, I needed to use the washroom, and I went, and I'm all, there's a drum set down there, a little practice pad thing.
And then there's a snare drum, and then in his room there's 2 other pipe drum bands. Did I say that right? Yeah. I don't know, these big heavy Scottish freaking drums. There's drums everywhere.
Yeah.
You want to use those with your drum circle stuff. I would put those with your drum circle. I want to take the
snare drum. I want to light that place up.
It would be too overdriving. It would mess up all the hippies. They wouldn't like.
I want to get a practice set of bagpipes so I can learn how to play bagpipes. I'd love that.
John.
I would like
loud.
now.
Speaking about loud, those are loud.
Being the daughter of a Scot, my dad, and he was a drummer, and he was in pipe bands. He was in pipe bands.
Thank you so much.
He was in the pipe bands with the LAPD.
Oh yeah, there are. Are you showing us content?
Well, Scientology and the LAPD.
Right. We're a Scientology channel.
Because the LAPD would call my dad to play in the pipe band. Ooh. So Scientology and the LAPD and their little pipe band, yeah, they have a thing. And I forgot where I was going with that. But so my dad, being a Scot, always made fun of bagpipers.
Mm.
Apparently, they're the degraded lowlifes, alcoholics. It's like, but so are the drummers. So
Well,
just saying, I just have to share that. Oh, Laurie also, she's going to Scotland this summer, and she's
oh, yeah.
going to. She wants to buy some bagpipes.
Oh,
And I
wow.
kind of-
You're going to pay for them.
Yeah.
Going to pay
So,
for them. Yeah.
and your neighbors are going to hate you. They're really going to hate you if you go home with one of those.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Big
I
Bill likes
want to
bagpipes.
practice that, though. I'd love to learn how to play them.
Me too. I
Yeah.
would love that.
Yeah, that's just the coolest sound in the world, though. I mean, there's
I'm a
nothing
big
else
baby
like-
during Amazing Grace. Every time I hear that, I'm like,
Oh yeah, I lose it. I lose it. Yeah, that one to me, especially if it's done on Scottish on bagpipes and a good snare drum. Yeah,
it's all my 9/11 nightmares still.
Always wanted to go to the big showing there in Edinburgh, the tattoo.
Oh, the tattoo. Yeah, I want to go for that too. I really want to go for that because I was next door. I never actually got to go to it. I would live close by. I'm so bummed. So yeah, I want to go see that.
Sammy Hagar's coming to Mid-Florida Amphitheater, and tickets, I got mine for $20 on Groupon.
Really?
So somebody was asking where I'm seeing Sammy.
Yeah,
It's
he's
Sammy
77
Hagar
years
Brown.
old now.
All these concerts that I got tickets
Oh,
for
my
off of Groupon, I got Chicago and Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I want to see them. Where are they playing?
Did you
at
see
the
Styx is
Mid-Florida
back on
Amphitheater.
tour again?
Yeah, I got Styx tickets, and
I saw them.
I have
Yeah.
to go
I
to
was
my
up front
Groupon
too.
to see what I got.
Let's see. Cheap
I got
Trick
four
is on
different-
tour with Heart.
I got 4 different concert tickets right now.
What upcoming? I want to
Yeah.
go see Earth, Wind, and Fire. Are they playing at the Capitol or the Sound?
We're playing at the Mid-Florida Amphitheater.
How do
at the
you have
Florida
tickets? I thought
Fairgrounds.
they quit printing tickets, you know?
It's all digital.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, it's all in
Where
Let's
is
see,
he
who is
singing?
it?
I just wanna see you.
I got tickets for Doobie Brothers, Stevie Woodward, and Robert Cray Band. Excellent. $20.
the wife and I were looking. There weren't any real concerts coming to Detroit this season that we wanted to see.
I got tickets for Styx Foreigner with John Waite. Jukebox Hero Tour, $20. Those are lawn tickets, by the way. I'm a lawn ticket whore. I don't like paying a lot of money for tickets. Sammy Hagar in the Round. World Tour with special guest Loverboy, who I love. Loverboy live, killer. If 80s throwback, big time.
Right.
Chicago, Earth, Wind, and Fire. August 16th.
I
We got
want to see
plenty of
Earth, Wind,
time on that.
I'd love to see Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh my God, yeah. Because that's the music of my youth, of my teenage years.
Big
That's
shout
back
out
when- that's
to
back when we used to
Mid-Florida
go into
Amphitheater and Groupon
All
for
right.
having $20 lawn tickets. Thank you guys so much. I love $20 concerts. It's the next best thing to free to me, and I love a free concert. Let me tell you. I'll tell you what. John got me jonesing. Hang on, I'll be right back.
You know who was good? I remember on the lawn who was good was Muse, that English band. I love
Really?
Muse. Anyone like Muse? They're really good. They really get you going.
I'm been more. It's either country or metal has been most of what I've been seeing for the last 30 years now.
For me, I went in periods. Like I did, and it depends who I hung out with. Because one girl I worked with, her and I used to go to Hammersmith Odeon all the time, and just see all the heavy metal bands: Quiet Riot, Blue Oyster Cult, Saxon. Would go see them. White Snake, we saw them. You know, we would Hawkwind. We just went to see all the whatever metal band showed up. We went to see. And then with other people, it was all more like dancey music and like Lollapaloozas, just different stages.
Who's the Australian Pink Floyd show?
That's the show I want tickets for in September for my birthday. If anybody would like to,
Oh, okay. It's
at the Ruth Eckerd Hall.
Australian Pink Floyd.
They got them coming to Detroit on June 9th.
Excellent, John.
So I'm just trying. I'm taking a look, see what they've got coming to Detroit. A lot of groups I've never even
two
heard
of the members of Brit Floyd came out of Australian Pink Floyd, and Australian Pink Floyd played the tour party for Pink Floyd on the 94 Division Bell tour. So at the end of the tour, they had the big party, and it was Australian Pink Floyd they hired.
BTO's coming to Windsor, Canada.
Wow. At the hang on, John, don't tell me. The casino with the statues and shit.
The Windsor Casino?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, you're talking about Caesars?
Yes. Is it at the Caesars?
Let me take a look here.
I have been there.
It just says the Coliseum at Windsor Casino.
Oh.
That's
I think
probably
that's different. It's probably Caesars if it's a place called Coliseum.
Yeah, it's like a 2,500 seat little concert venue they've got in there. We saw what's his name, Dwight Yoakam there. Awesome show.
I saw George Thorogood there.
That's a good one too.
Got to meet the drummer for George Thorogood at that one, Jeff Simons.
Do you know who the Pixies and Modest Mouse are?
I know who they are, but I've never seen them.
They're coming to Detroit.
Oh, Modest Mouse is still going?
I guess so. It's Pixies and Modest Mouse with special guest Cat Power.
Don't know what that is.
Australian Pink Floyd show is gold standards. Sir Big Bill, you are so correct. That show is no joke.
Oh my God!
If you thought the show we saw, Cheryl, was good,
New Kids on the Block with Paula Abdul and DJ Jazzy Jeff.
I would love that so much. I'm sorry, but I would love that. That would be so cool. I want to see that. When, are they coming to Detroit? Do I have to come to Detroit?
Yeah, they're going to be at the amphitheater here in Detroit.
I already want to go up there, John.
Yeah.
That sounds good. That sounds good. I don't know. It's too cold up there. I don't know. You really
it gets pretty smoking hot up here in the summer. That's what's crazy is it gets brutally cold in the winter and crazy hot in the summer.
I'm game for going up there, but I'm not going into Canada. I want to stay in the US.
It's literally 25 minutes from where I live. You take 94 straight over to the Ambassador Bridge, take it across. You're literally a half mile from Windsor Casino once you cross the bridge.
That waterfront right there is very cool, especially in the wintertime when there's only like a sliver of water in between the US and Canada.
What's crazy
all froze up
is where the feeding rivers come into it. It gets like that milky green color, and then right in the center is like crystal clear. It's so strange to be sitting there in a boat and looking at that, and because all the feeding rivers, you're picking up all the sediment and everything out of them.
When you're in Windsor and you're looking at Detroit, you see all these buildings and just big old industry, lots of beautiful industry, a whole lot of it.
A lot of how about
industry?
The church and the Afghan wigs.
I don't wait. The church. I think they
Got
played
me
at
stumped.
one of. I think I've seen them. At one of the Lollapaloozas.
Oh my goodness!
I was at the
Roger
very first
Daltrey's coming.
Who?
Roger Daltrey.
Yes, he is.
I mean, I was a rocker. I wasn't a mod. If you were British back in the 80s, you were either a rocker or a mod or a punk or a skinhead.
Right.
And you didn't listen to the Who.
The Roger Daltrey show's coming to Amalie Arena, and I just can't afford those tickets.
That was you remember the concert in Cincinnati where the 11 people were trampled back in I think it was in the early 80s. The Who did a concert at Cincinnati's Riverfront Coliseum. 11 people were trampled to death at that show because they opened the doors an hour late. I was at that show with my uncle, and we were at one of the other entrances where they didn't have the big push to get in. But the thing is we got home. My mom was freaking out because we came out and they didn't say anything to us during the concert. They didn't tell us this had happened. They went on, did the show like nothing had happened. And then we come out and there's all kinds of news trucks out there and everything. We're like, what's going on? My uncle's like, we just need to get out of here. We got home and my mom was freaking out because she'd heard about all these people dying at that concert.
Yeah. That's freaking sketchy. Well, I'm glad you made it through. Jesus.
My uncle, man, he was a walking mountain, 6'6", 350.
Retired Red. Hello. I see her everywhere. Love you so much. Thank you for being here.
Steve Stevens in New York City. Big deal for me. It was Billy. Wait, that moved too quickly. It moved.
Mandy McGee, good night. Thank you for coming.
Stevens,
Thank you so much.
Playing Sims right now.
The Beach Boys are still touring. I don't think any of them were still alive.
They are.
I think it's just one of them. And he can hardly stand up.
No, a lot of them are still alive.
Well, it's like Styx. It's just one of the guys that used to be in Styx. Everyone else is new now.
No, Styx has more than that too.
That's like Leonard Skinner. There's like one living member of Leonard Skinner still alive, and they're still touring.
He's not even in the band. The one guy that's still living is not even in the band.
Really? Now, see, I saw them a few years back, and it was a great show. Oh, Daryl Hall with Elvis Costello and the Imposters.
Oh, that would be a great show. That would be a good night. That one.
Billy Idol. Yeah. That was a show. That was a $20 concert for me last summer. Hall & Oates was good.
It was, it was seriously out of my set, but I loved Hall & Oates. I just loved that funk they had there. Oh shoot, the Guess Who are coming to Detroit.
I like any band you could sing along with.
Yeah, well,
I like any music you could dance to.
It takes it to be 50 years old to be able to sing along with it anymore.
Well, and I also found that if you took a date to a Hall & Oates concert, it's going to be a good night. So that was always a good one. Plus, I just love their music anyway.
Oh yeah, chick concerts. I can go on about chick concerts. Bands that I call chick concerts: Steve Miller, Bon Jovi.
Oh yeah, Bon Jovi. That's a serious panty dropper there, man. My goodness.
Is it? Chick yeah, not my cup of tea. That
it was the 80s, 90s thing.
I couldn't believe it. I actually went to one of their shows because I wanted to see the opening act, and you would not believe the amount of bras and panties that were on that stage when those guys got out there. It was
so
crazy. Def Leppard's coming with Journey. And the Steve Miller Band.
I just saw Steve Miller. Steve Miller was just at the Sound. That was one of my concert nights.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about that.
Steve Miller, killer.
I'd love to see Journey.
Oh, Styx. Styx was freaking awesome this year.
Now, Cheryl, you're still a big fan of Yoko Ono, aren't you?
Oh, I saw the South Park episode with her tonight.
Have you ever seen the one where her and John Lennon were on the who was the guy who did Johnny Be Good?
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry.
Yeah, Chuck Berry. When they were on his TV show, and he's got John Lennon singing and all that, and then all of a sudden Yoko Ono starts going into that squalling sound that she does. And you just see Chuck Berry just turns around and looks at her, and he's like, "What the hell?" And,
I saw that video. He's like, stop.
Oh my goodness! Train and REO Speedwagon.
I've seen REO like 15 times in the last 10 years.
Have you
really?
They've just been everywhere.
Man, it's not my.
They played all the free Denver events.
Let's see. I'm trying to see who else that's even good to even go see.
What happened to Red Hot Chili Peppers? Are they not doing anything?
When's that Ozzy Floyd one, John? I'll come up there for that.
Oh, I have to go back. That's coming up in like a week or two.
It's in September here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's right when everybody's going on the cruise, Cheryl. I would have to look.
A great amphitheater over there in Florida is the one over in St. Augustine. That's an incredible amphitheater.
I want to go visit St. Augustine. I hear it's awfully pretty.
And Andrea watched some documentary on the gorge in Seattle, and she wants to go out there, but that place is, I don't see it being cheap, no matter who you see, because you got to drive 2 hours out of Seattle and camp and fly there and all that shit.
Yeah, that sounds like too much work right now.
Probably one of my favorite festivals I went to Wacken in Germany, the big metal festival over there. They call it Wacken or Wacken. It's huge.
Oh, I bet that goes off. I bet it's
Oh my gosh,
insane. Yeah, because the Germans, they do like their metal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My
They do like
it was great because one of the nights, I think it was Saturday night, they had Motorhead was the top act.
Lemmy was still alive.
Well, he had. It was at the point where he had the young lady who came on stage and did all the high notes for him.
All right, Cheryl, Australian Pink Floyd. You know how they had the big pig and the Brit Floyd? Australians got a kangaroo because they're Australian.
Well, see, that's off topic. They're out ethics. No,
they're great. They are freaking great. This band has been endorsed by Pink Floyd since the early 90s.
Okay, all right. If David Gilmour says they're okay, then all right, I'll go with it. I'm just very skeptical until the mushrooms.
Your hatred of Australians has really got to tone down there, Cheryl.
I got friends out there. A new one, Perth.
Well, I've already got some friends over there in Australia. One in particular.
Well, I'll be right back.
Yeah, Perth is my new one. And he's a friend that flies over here and goes to Burning Man with me. That's why I love him so much.
Oh, that concert's way far away, Cheryl. The concert's
New Gurus are touring again. I've heard of them.
I got to check that. I got to check it again. That says it's in August.
George.
It is. It's in August. So you'll be back from the cruise. The
cruise is in September.
Yeah, it's later September. So this is August 30th.
Oh. Well, that's August.
So it's before your cruise. I was thinking it was late September that the Australian Pink Floyd was playing in Clearwater.
I saw the Flying Pig live. Oh, cool.
I do want to go up there, John. I told Bobby Joe Kellogg that I want to go up there. So
I met George Michael. I was at the Limelight in the 80s with my friends because we were really freaking cool. And we went to the Limelight. And if you all remember what the Limelight was, they were these old churches, abandoned churches, and they were turned into nightclubs. And that's where the party kids, what do they call them? The kids that started dressing up all weird. RuPaul was one of them too.
Ravers?
No, well, they're ravers now, but no, at the beginning they were called club kids. Club kids.
Oh, okay.
Club kids that would dress outrageously and they would work for the Limelight, really, and they would be in the bar dancing and doing. So we used to go to the Limelight. So anyway, I'm at the Limelight and I'm dancing. I'm like, oh, I'm really thirsty. I'm gonna go to the bar. I go over to the bar and I push my way through, and who's standing right next to me here? Freaking George Michael.
Wow.
I touched elbows with George Michael. I'm like, ooh, it was so cool. I was cool.
Never my thing.
Yeah, that's what I started with. Because of focusing 484.
Off topic.
That's what I started with.
And now
I have to really zoom in on this one because this is my channel page.
I can't see.
541.
There you go. You're doing good.
So thank you guys so much. That is
yes,
so cool.
My gosh, thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much. Somebody was asking. That's why I looked that up.
Oh my gosh. Marshall Tucker Band is coming, and so is Deep Purple.
I just saw that tour, John.
Hangman is coming down from the gallows. Yes. Oh,
that sticks.
I want to see Deep Purple.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait a minute. That didn't sound right.
Deep Purple. Yeah,
Smoke on the Water.
Yeah, that's that song, but that's the beginning of it. in it?
No.
Am I getting my? I'm
I
old.
give you A for effort.
Yeah, good try.
No,
I love
wait a
my
minute.
sister. I don't want her mad at me. Trust me, I don't want her mad at me.
Let's see. Sticks.
She scares me.
No, wait.
Sticks Live
The gig is up. They finally found me.
Deep Purple does.
Deep Purple.
Deep Purple does Smoke on the Water.
Yeah, yeah, I know that one.
Machine Head album.
Oh,
Highwayman. Lazy.
Well, you know,
Lazy's a
I have
great song.
fiber fog, and things just don't work the way they used to.
I
Oh,
can
Mama,
name
I'm
bands,
fear for
but
my
I
life
can't
from the
name
long
band
arm of the
members.
law.
Nothing.
Hangman's coming down from the gallows, and I don't have very long.
Yeah,
That's is that
That's
Foreigner?
Styx.
is that Foreigner? Is it Styx? Is it Journey?
No, that's
It's
the
not
song
Journey.
Renegades by Styx.
Oh, I think that's
It's on
Journey.
Renegade by
Hangman is
Styx.
falling down from the gallows, and
Yeah,
I
totally went with a different. My brain went with a different song.
What song was that?
Around me. Renegades.
Renegade.
It was the one they
Yeah, there we go. It was from the Pieces of Eight album.
Okay, well, my brain went off on a tangent.
The one that
And
has
here we
Come
are.
Sail Away.
Don't get me in trouble, John.
Supreme Ruler will be paying you a visit.
Wow. We saw Bad Company a few years back, and that was a really good show.
I've seen them a couple of times. I love Bad Company.
Of course, we try to see Duran Duran every time they come through.
I met them.
Good show. I've never met them, so I don't know what kind of people they are.
Well, they were just passing through, and we stopped them because there were a bunch of
different rock stars I met. Who were the straight up biggest fucking assholes was Steve Miller Band.
Really?
Yeah, and it was split. It was like Steve Miller, Norton Buffalo, total pricks. The rest of the band, very cool.
You know who was a complete and utter ass? Dave Mustaine, Megadeth.
Oh, I can imagine.
The band I was in, we opened for them in a place called the Wildcat House in Tucson, Arizona. And what was their the big one that they played in the MTV opening and all that? I forget which. Peace Sells had just come out, and it went huge. We show up. Now we're in a school bus that we'd turned into a camper hauler and all that. And we show up, and we're going in to set up. They literally gave us a 20-foot by 20-foot section in the stage to set all of our stuff up in there. And we were told by the manager, you are not to approach Mr. Mustaine. You are not to look at Mr. Mustaine. You are not to talk to him. When you are finished playing, get your shit and get off the stage.
Oh yeah, when I saw Bob Dylan, it was like, don't let anybody take any freaking pictures. We're like, what?
Okay. I met Disturbed, and that's what the lead singer of Disturbed was, an absolute ass. Same day, same room, Lincoln Park. Those guys were so beautiful. Chester actually allowed me to come to the side of the stage while they were playing. So while they were rocking out at Irvine Amphitheater, when you see people standing on the stage and you're like, oh, they're so lucky. How did they get there? Yeah. I was one of those people one day. I used
to help out the guy who did all the photography and video at a place called Harpo's here in Detroit. I can't tell you how many of the big shows I was on.
Isn't right that Oprah's Thingy Doodle studio? Isn't that Oprah? Isn't that Oprah's? Harpo?
Oh, no. This was long before Oprah was even anything. It's called Harpo's. But it was huge in the metal scene for a long time. A lot of people that wanted to make their way into, if you were an up and coming metal band, you wanted to play there. A band called Hatebreed did their live CD recording 2 nights in a row there. It was just an insane place. You saw some crazy bands. Who was the guy who was oh shoot. He went out on his own. He did the song Mother.
Roger Waters.
No,
Different Mother song.
yeah. Trying to look it up right now. Danzig.
Yes, okay. I can hear him. I can hear him. Yeah, I can hear him singing it in my head.
Mother.
Yeah. The crazy thing is that show had Cannibal Corpse and another just flat out just death metal band, and then here comes Danzig. And we were like, this is going to be really interesting because these guys were hardcore, and here he comes. He came out, and his show was nothing like his recorded music. It was absolute metal. It was a great show.
I got a show. It was in the 90s. It was in Golden Gate Park, and it was Pearl Jam. And Pearl Jam was having a big beef with Ticketmaster at the time. So Pearl Jam wanted to sell their own tickets, and they had it at Golden Gate Park, and they put this big fence all the way around Golden Gate Park, which pissed off all the hippies because there'd never been a fence in Golden Gate Park before. Right. And Eddie Vedder got so shit-faced the night before the concert, and there was like 80,000 people at this 60,000, and got so sick on stage that he couldn't perform the show. And here comes Neil Young to finish off the show with the Pearl Jam band. And it did not go over well with the 17-year-olds. They were freaking pissed. Really? They were not there to see Neil Young. They were there to see Eddie.
When that happened down south, we were quite happy with the whole affair, and we didn't cause a ruckus at all. We enjoyed the music.
And God, I had a good time. I had a great time, but
Pearl Jam, forgetting Soundgarden,
All right, John, I'm gonna take you down memory lane since you like the metal and you probably know a bunch of Metallica. Do you remember the Metallica video called Cliff 'Em All? And it was about Cliff Burton before he died, and he was on a big stage, and it had a big scorpion. My camera's shrunk, but it had a big scorpion on the stage, and the video was called Cliff 'Em All. Huh. Well, that concert was Day on the Green, 1985 at the Oakland Coliseum.
Oh, wow.
And that's the ticket right there for that concert. So that Cliff 'Em All video, I was there.
SP ticket.
It's not going to be focused because it's pretty blurred out, but I was at that Cliff 'Em All, and Metallica was the third band of 6. It was their Metal Up Your Ass tour. They were a baby little band back then.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that it was only at a certain point that Metallica really became a big name. Before that, they were just, one of those bands that, they were metal, but they weren't as big as, suddenly they went from playing small clubs to being one of the big, big names playing the stadium.
We're talking small clubs where they had to sell their own tickets too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it was who would.
I got really drunk at a Metallica concert and I puked in some lady's bag.
I saw
just
Metallica
I'm sorry. She
was really Metallica
mad.
4 times, I want to say. Bonnaroo was one of them, 2008 Bonnaroo.
Speaking of bands that we were talking about, Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top are playing together here in Detroit in September.
We're in the land of Leonard Skinner here. Leonard Skinner really is a tug at my heart. I learned how to play drums on Leonard Skinner music.
Now, do either of you know who Old Crow Medicine Show is?
Yeah, that's like a bluegrassy, I believe. With
you know what song they were famous for?
No.
Wagon Wheel. The Hootie and the Blowfish guy came out doing the country song Wagon Wheel?
No. Did he?
Yeah, let's see.
I sing the most dumb shit at work, like, take this job and shove it. I'm not working here no more.
Now, this one might take you back.
Done left me and took all the reasons I was working for.
we used to have a big event down in Salyersville, Kentucky, near where all my family's from, down there in West Liberty. And it was a huge festival they had every year. Well, one year we got Jerry Reed was headlining it.
Jerry
from
Reed's an
Smokey and the
awesome
Bandit.
guitar player. People probably
Oh, yeah.
don't know that on the Smoking the Bandit song. What is it? 18 Wheels and Trucking.
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down. Jerry Reed plays all his own guitar leads in that song.
Oh yeah, Jerry Reed was awesome. Well, it turned out that one of his drummer was actually like a third cousin to me, and that's how they got him to come in for the festival. Cheryl, do you know the name Sisters of Mercy?
Oh, I've heard of them. Wait, yeah, they're from the 90s, right?
I don't know anything about them.
I think I've seen them at a Lollapalooza. Yeah, no, I've heard of them. Yeah.
There you go. Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Cougar Mellencamp all coming together.
Oh, that's
Willie
going
just
to
turned
be a
90.
long day. Oh,
I just saw Willie Nelson. When Willie Nelson was at the Sound and I was running around the Sound, there was about 15 people from out inside the Sandcastle out on the street watching Willie Nelson.
Yeah,
and I'm right there with him.
I've seen him more times than I can count. Yeah, I saw him. We went to one concert the wife and I did where it was Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Chris Christopherson,
and Johnny Cash.
No, this was they all played separately. It wasn't together as the Highwaymen.
Oh, I saw the Highwaymen in '94. Talk about a treat.
Oh yeah. Well, this was all of them, but they were their own bands. They came out, by themselves with their bands. They didn't come out as the Highwaymen. Johnny Cash wasn't on that one. It was I think it was Tammy Wynette was on there. But it was they called it the Outlaws of Country tour, and it was actually a really good show.
The Highwaymen were a great group. That was a real treat.
Yeah, that would have been that's a good one.
I remember before that show came to the Shoreline, and I was like, "Who are these Highwaymen?" And somebody younger than me at the time said, "You don't know who these guys are? That's Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash." I'm like, "Johnny Cash!" I'm all over that, man. And man, Johnny Cash was the man. Waylon Jennings was incredible too.
You guys ever heard of a band called the Hives?
Yes.
They're coming to Detroit.
They've been going for a while.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to head out, guys. It's getting late, and I've got to help my uncle with his estate sale tomorrow.
Oh, it is late. John's probably got to go to bed too.
Yeah. Well, the Dropkick Murphys are coming.
Oh, okay. See, there. What? Yeah. Got to get tickets in there.
Hey, well, I got your guys' attention though. We do got to start making some solid plans on LA. I want to get our housing down at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how we're gonna figure out rental car
what
situation. So everybody, if you're out there, please don't hesitate to hit that PayPal donation button because we need to rent a car while we're out there. Hit more
Reach
and more
down,
hands.
and you will receive blessings 10 times what you have actually put into it.
Absolutely, you will.
If you make a donation of $500 or more, you will get this tube of Holy Land oil straight from the Holy Land.
We'll splash it on the Big Blue while we're there.
I've seen stuff like that where they literally say those kinds of things. That's just the craziest stuff. Let's see.
Retired Red, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Miss Sunshine Dawn, thank you for being here. Big Bill, love you, brother. Big Bill,
really appreciate you being here. Really,
Big Bill's a big supporter of all of us, not only morally but financially. So thank you so much, Bill.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a big member of the family, and a lot of people don't even know what he's done.
Portland SBs, thank you so much. Wolf Machine.
Oh, Pink is coming.
Oh, I want to see Pink. Dropkick Murphy. Is it Dropkick Murphys or Flogging Molly that has a song Kilburn? That's where I grew up.
Susan P.
I think
Thank you so much, Susan P.
I think it's Flog and Molly. Yeah.
I saw Flog and Molly.
Did you? They're brilliant.
What'd you say the name of it was?
Kilburn, Kilburn.
You ever seen Go-Go Bordella? Talk about fun and wild.
Yeah, Kilburn High Road.
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Yeah.
Susan fell asleep on us. Lisa Love, thank you so much. Will.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. But yeah, please swing by and smash that like. Pray on the like. That would be great if you would smash the
Don't hesitate to sponsor.
Ding the bell. What else are we supposed to say?
What about Floyd Nation? Do you know anything about them?
They're like smaller than. They're like smaller.
I've heard of them.
I call that like a C-level club.
Oh, okay.
Logan Molly sings it. Yeah, see, Mandy knows. Mandy knows. Yeah.
I'm just trying to look at who
I
all coming here. A lot of these I've never even heard of.
Probably. The older we get, John, the more that's going to happen.
Yeah, this is crazy. Morris Day and the Time is coming.
Oh, wow.
I've danced with them on stage. I did the bird with Morris on stage, and he looked at me like, "Girl,
did you balk?
You like this girl ain't got no rhythm?
Yeah,
up here.
Balk.
I was with Morris Day and on stage. It was, oh, what a moment that was. That was just, I was a weed nun, guys. I was totally nunned up doing the bird on stage. It was awesome.
Some of the things I would like to do when we're out there, John, is I would like to take a drive, not necessarily go in these venues, but I would like to see all these legendary rock and roll clubs, the Rainbow, the Whiskey a Go-Go, the Roxy, and they're all right there. It's not like
they're all right there. Yeah, you just hop on a scooter and you can just, yeah.
And
I mean, it's
even though I grew up in California, I don't ever remember ever seeing the Hollywood sign.
Stay in the time.
Yeah, well, yeah, we talked about we want to hit all of those just to get out there and check them out.
And then
I met the cult.
I'm all about some good Mexican food. I would like to check out a place called Pinky's and another place called Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I'm looking forward to.
Oh, we got to go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Absolutely.
Cinnamon, you're late.
And then any local Mexican food. Sounds like Becky wants to cook for us stuff, so I'm so up for that.
Oh yeah.
And Danny and Leo will probably be more than happy to take me to any freaking stupid taco place. They're always eating tacos on their stream.
I know. Well, we're California because we're smart that way.
And we have the worst Mexican food out here in Florida, folks.
Dreadful. It's absolutely dreadful. Like
we've got amazing Mexican here in Detroit.
Look at me. Yeah.
What do we know? We live next to a cult.
Yeah.
They killed all the buildings the good Mexican restaurant would be in because of them.
The little Mexican place on Cleveland ain't bad. The taco they were
not even interested.
Bad. Yeah, but it's not like, oh, let's go there for dinner. You know, you won't say that.
Andrea's street taco skills got pretty good.
Once you've been on Olvera Street and you bought yourself a leather bag and you've had some tacos there, we got to go to Olvera Street, guys. That's where we're going to get some good, in El Mercado, that's where we're going to get some good Mexican food. Oh, my God. It's so good. You don't want to leave.
I'm totally up with
I need another leather bag.
Down to, if it's possible, to go down to Orange County, because
I want to go down to the Sawdust Festival to see some friends, and I want to buy some art at the festival. And it's just a great day to be there. And there's someone else who's pregnant who I need to hug, and I need to hug their baby. Or their belly, because the baby's not here yet, but hug them.
And I wouldn't mind actually seeing a Southern California beach. Even though, like I said, I grew up in California, I have never seen a Southern California beach. Huh. And I'm going to be highly critical because we got one of the nicest beaches in the country right here.
Well, we're going to Laguna. That's where the Sawdust Festival is at in the canyon. We're going to Laguna Beach. You are going to see a nice. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I
Oh,
gotta
no,
I gotta give Clearwater
one.
credit where it's due. Clearwater has one of the best beaches in the country. It
No,
is
it is pretty beautiful.
nowhere.
We do live in a beautiful part of the world. We're really very lucky. We're very
that
lucky.
whole stretch of coast right there. We'll see it.
It's-
You'll see it on the boat because the beach is killer. It's just beautiful. White,
yeah,
clean,
it's gorgeous.
soft.
But it's just hot. It's just hot.
It hasn't been hot.
Yesterday was 99 degrees. Yesterday, I stepped outside and went, oh my God, I'm going to die. I have to just go get my mail. It was horrible.
Oh my
No one
God.
was outside.
It's what
Yesterday was bad.
the work I do inside the thing.
Yeah, are you inside or are you outside running around?
No, I'm in that thing, and it was
thank
it's
God.
easily 110 in there.
Oh no, that's horrific. Yesterday was not. Today it was like, oh, it feels like Michigan, but yesterday was bad.
We've been getting down almost into the 40s.
You know what? That kind of sounds nice, actually, doesn't it? That sounds
God,
nice.
60 sounds fucking great.
Well, 60s, yeah, but I don't know.
And I watch all these streams, and they're all out in California, and I've been watching Love is Love a lot out in Salt Lake City, and they're all wearing like hoodies and sweater coats, and
like,
Bobby Joe, she's wearing a coat.
I got a sweatshirt and it's in my car somewhere.
The last
it's like,
time
oh,
we
I wear
were
that.
at a flag, it was so hot when we were out there last over the expanding their givingness or whatever the hell it was. It was fucking
crappiness and flappiness, whatever event they were having. Yeah, it was not fun. It was too hot.
That was like us going on our family vacations down to Florida, and it would everybody else would be down there and they'd have their jackets on and all that. We're out there swimming. They're just like, it's so cold, and we're like, oh, this is nice warm weather for us. So.
Oh, see, yeah, it just depends. If I want to bring my niece from Scotland, and she runs around like barefoot in the snow. I'm going to bring her over here, and I think her little head is going to explode. It's like, yeah, it's too hot, auntie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Too much.
All right, guys, it's coming up on 2 a.m. Thank you guys so much coming. Brother Bendover and Sister Farrell Cheryl.
Thank you for appearing, everyone.
Thank everybody for supporting SPTV. Like that, John.
We're going to be doing another one of the Wednesday readings, aren't we, Cheryl?
Yes, I do believe we shall, from the Book of Sativus. Yes,
I think we've got a whole lot of people are wanting to see that, so we can't tell them no.
No, right. We can't.
I have to send my media guy another message to help me update my logo.
People request the spirituality that we share. They need this in their lives, when we have to give it to them. If it's asked of us, we have to give it to them.
I am sticking with dispenser. I love it. Is that another name for fountain or what? Dispenser is another name for fountain.
Oh man, Cheryl,
we're gonna call you Soda Stream.
It's gonna be Dispenser Avenue before I know it. Out there. It's gonna be L. Ron Hubbard Way, Dispenser Avenue.
Soda Stream. You know that? Okay.
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute. I'll speak to you tomorrow about that. All right, guys. I love you all.
I don't think Fluffer's caught up with my last name change yet.
Sure.
Well, you keep
love you guys so much for coming in, and thank you guys, John, for being up so late. Thank you guys.
Thank you, John. Have a good night.
All right, you guys. Thank you for coming so much, Becca, Jean. I have hit. We got to do a grand total before I call it a night, folks. So we'll see what I made. My goal was to hit 500, which was 11 away at that time. And right now I am sitting at 543. You guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. that helps me stay motivated. I'm not doing this for the money by any means. This has actually costed me a small fortune. So I'm not doing it for funds at all. But when I have people subscribe and I have people in my chat, it motivates me to keep going strong. So thank you guys for being here so much. I am Dusty Soda Dispenser from Coldwater, Florida. Stay safe, stay kind, and stand strong. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good night and have a good sleep. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.